When the world trembles in fear, only a few dare to roar today. I will tell you the story of one such roar, a man whose very voice shook empires, a man who said, "Give me blood, and I will give you freedom." This is the story of Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose. Subhas Chandra Bose was born in 1897 in Cuttack, India, into a respectable Bengali family. But from a young age, his spirit refused to be caged by comfort. He was brilliant, disciplined, and deeply patriotic, yet he was restless, because he could not tolerate the sight of his motherland chained under foreign rule. Where others saw British dominance as unshakable, Bose saw an empire that could be broken by the courage of its people. Even as a student in England, he turned down a secure career in the Indian civil service, boldly declaring that his true duty was not to serve the rulers, but to fight for his nation's freedom. As he returned to India, his fiery speeches and passionate vision quickly captured the hearts of young revolutionaries. While Mahatma Gandhi believed in non-violence, Bose believed that true freedom might require blood and sacrifice. This clash of philosophies set him apart, but it also gave India a second, more militant voice, a voice that thundered with urgency, telling Indians that freedom would not be given. It had to be taken. His followers called him Netaji, meaning respected leader, and his leadership was nothing short of electric. When World War II broke out, Bose saw an opportunity to strike the British when they were weak. Escaping British surveillance with daring courage, he traveled across continents through Afghanistan, Germany, and finally to Japan, seeking allies who would help him raise an army strong enough to shake the empire. Against impossible odds, he succeeded. With the support of the Japanese, he formed the Indian National Army, or INA, and became its supreme commander. To his soldiers, he was not just a leader, he was a fire that lit their souls with the dream of a free India. The INA's march across Southeast Asia was not just a military campaign, it was a crusade of courage. Bose stood before his soldiers and declared, "Chalo Dilli!" March to Delhi, a cry that still echoes as one of the most powerful slogans in the history of India's struggle. Imagine the scene. Thousands of men and women, once ordinary people, now transformed into warriors, chanting his words with unbreakable conviction, ready to give their lives for the soil of their motherland. The battles they fought in Burma and the forests of northeast India were fierce, and though the INA was eventually pushed back by stronger Allied forces, the spirit Bose ignited refused to die. His courage had planted a seed in the hearts of millions. Even in defeat, his vision became India's ultimate victory, because after the war ended, the British realized that ruling a nation filled with such fire was impossible. The INA trials that followed only fanned the flames of Indian nationalism, uniting the country across religion, caste, and class. But Bose himself disappeared into the mist of history. In 1945, reports said he died in a plane crash in Taiwan, yet many refused to believe it. To this day, his death remains one of history's unsolved mysteries. Did he truly die? Or did he continue to fight from the shadows? The question still lingers, and perhaps it always will. Yet what is certain is this Subhas Chandra Bose became more than a man. He became a legend, a voice of courage that refuses to be silenced. His life teaches us a truth. that transcends time, that freedom demands sacrifice, that courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to act in spite of it, and that one voice, filled with conviction, can awaken millions, from young dreamers to old hearts who still long for dignity. Bose's story is not just history, it is fuel, it is fire, it is the roar of a warrior whose echo still commands us to rise. So remember this: empires may rise and fall, leaders may live and die, but the voice of Subhas Chandra Bose still whispers, to all of us, stand tall, fight for what is right, and never bow before injustice. Because true freedom is not handed down, it is won by the fearless. And that, my friends, is why even 100 years later, the world still salutes the courage of Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose.